Tokyo Tony goes on here, cut it off.
Alright, y'all, let's get into this video. This got the girls upset, honey. They was coming at little Dreamy Dream over Tokyo Tony. I'm Team Dream. I don't think she did nothing wrong. But let's keep watching.
You guys, I'm putting potatoes all in this pan, and then we're gonna season it up.
Do you need that little, do you want the chair? Or are you good? You good? Alright, hey guys.
We have to like, cut it.
You better stop banging on that window, girl. They bad, harassing grandma. They want me to play so bad.
Y'all ain't asked that no real questions. The bitch had a boss meat on her ass and y'all go in there and sugarcoat her? Angie, come on my show. Let me question you. What made you get the boss meat? What did you mother do to people? Did you really sex traffic them people? While I defended you, that said you could never do that? Did you do that? Promise me, Lord above. Hey!
That pissed me off for real. Why do you act like that?
Like what?
The way that you act, you don't see how you act why people don't want to be around you?
No.
Look how you act.
Come in here with an attitude.
I don't have an attitude. What's your issues?
I don't have none.
You do, Angela.
I don't.
You do. You do it again, I'm gonna rock your world in this mother.
So rock it.
You put your fucking hands on me again.
So rock it.
Put your hands on me again.
Rock it.
You a disrespectful
So 5
ass
days.
girl.
And Black China must be not explaining to Dream Kardashian exactly who her grandma is. I don't think she did, because that little girl got on this internet and said, oh, if Tokyo Tony get on it. First of all, I ain't even understand why a child, I hate that. I hate when people call their aunties, grandmas up and all that first name basis. Like, you gonna give respect when due. But she said Tokyo Tony, honey, talking about her grandma. If Tokyo Tony get on in this live or in it, or whatever the case may be. But you can tell Black China was in the back of her, like, giving her that look. Because the way she double took, she realized it wasn't a joke. Like, she realized someone wasn't laughing. So that gives, like, her mom must be maybe saying things about her grandma around her, and they kiki about it. But being that they was on live or making a video, Black China didn't think it was funny. Because, baby, you could tell by when she double took, kept looking back, she realized that her mama didn't think it was a joke, and Black China didn't get in that camera either. And when she did get back in that camera, baby, she was turning it off. This is my thing, though. Respect is due to a dog. Like, I don't know. I just don't like when kids get open spaces at a certain age to say how they feel about, like, adults and stuff. Like, we don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Have y'all seen this clip? Let's talk about this in the comments. Is she old enough to be speaking on her grandma, or is she entirely too young to be saying anything negative about her grandma?
So should China have told Dream not to bring up her other grandma, Tokyo Tony, during the live? Because before Dream brought that up, Tokyo went on live and stated what she wanted to do to Kris Jenner. And it wasn't nice. And you know, Dream, she spends a lot of time with Kris Jenner and Chloe and all that side of the family. And they all been trying to co-parent with China.
Yep, they've been trying,
And then
y'all.
Tokyo Tony goes online and never fails. Like, she goes online and she says something like crazy about the Kardashians. Like, every
time.
chance she get, they do not get along. And I think that the picture when China was pregnant, that's the only picture I remember seeing them together in. Like, they have not been to events together or anything. So I think China probably spoke to her after, like, don't break up grandma, Tokyo Tony, but should she?
All right. Hey guys, it's your girl Need to Be Watching, and I'm back with another video. And I wanted to talk about the I don't want to say it's an incident, but it was a moment where Black China was on, she was doing a live with Dreamy, and I believe they were cooking a meal or like doing something, and Dreams makes the comment and says, if Tokyo Tony is on there, you know, she basically don't want her on the live. She'll like take her off the live. So when I saw it, I'm just like, oh, okay. So I look at the comments or whatever. You had mixed reviews about it. You know, some people felt like Dream was being disrespectful. They were asking, you know, why is she calling her, you know, by her title or whatever, her name, why she didn't call her grandma. And then some were saying that, you know, they felt like Dream was just being a kid, and she may have seen some things that makes her, you know, she probably feels a certain type of way about her grandma by the way she treats her mom, her aunts on the Kardashian side, grandma Chris. And she recently came out with like a video on social media about, I guess she was making inappropriate remarks regarding her relationship with Kris Jenner. So you had some people on there like, you know, maybe Black China isn't raising her right. You know how the people going people, and they're gonna have their opinions. What I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of times a lot of parents do not like to hear the honesty from children, and what they would rather happen is children to play whatever game they're playing, or to be, you know, to ignore the elephant in the room. And, you know, we have noticed that with the differences between generations, you'll have a family secret, and that secret could go from person to person. And then when it gets to the youngest, the attitude is to ignore it. Don't speak on it, because that's what the family is used to doing. So I feel as though, you know, personally, I don't think Dream said anything wrong, because one thing about children, they're going to tell you the truth. If you're ugly, you're ugly. Children gonna tell you the truth. They don't like your hair, they don't like the food you made, they gonna tell you the truth. And I feel as though, as a secure parent, it shouldn't bother you when your child expresses themselves and tell you how they feel. Now the issue is people saying that, well, that's her grandma, so regardless of whatever behavior she may have witnessed behind the scenes, because if Tokyo Toni can act the way she does on online and on these shows and whatever, and she shows her tail every time, imagine how she acts around Dream. It was comments made that people were trying to insinuate that maybe she's acting like that because the Kardashians probably put thoughts in her head. First of all, Tokyo Toni does a real good job representing herself as her full self. She don't need the Kardashians to put thoughts in Dream's head, because she just acts how she acts. Some videos, it shows her trying to be gentler, but one thing about children, they can see the real. They can see through all the fake, okay? So even if you're coming off at a child, I mean, a child will let you know they don't want to be around a person. A child will let you know they don't want to hug such and such. They don't want to spend their time with this person. They don't want to talk to this person on the phone. As a parent, you don't force them to, because you're more concerned about how that other person feels and not about why your child feels that way. That's the problem. Too many parents, you know, they don't want to they don't allow their children to be themselves authentically and to feel how they feel. And even if it comes off disrespectful, that's when you have the conversation about tact and how it's okay for you to express yourself, but you need to do it this way, or you could say it this way. Just be mindful how it comes out. And I mean, in the end, it's going to come out how it comes out. So if Tokyo Toni is being, you know, for all we know, carrying herself a certain way, she could be learning that from Tokyo. That's her grandma. She could be giving the same energy. To me, China has made it known that she wants to build a relationship with her mom. She wants to, you know, bond with her. But I feel like she also knows she will never have that relationship that she wanted as a kid, because her mom just not equipped for that. That's just not her. That's just not Toni. Because from what we seen when she had her show with Rob, and that scene when they were going at it, throwing things, that's not a normal parent-child relationship, period. Whether you normalize that behavior in your household, that's not normal. And it was a certain part where Tokyo said, I don't care if your mom sold your, you know what, that's your mama. That's your mother. You should still show her respect. I do not agree with that. Because at the end of the day, parent or not, you going to show respect, period. Whether you are the parent, the child, the friend, respect is due. Shoot, they say respect is due to a dog. So you're going to show respect to your child. And if the child feels as though they are not getting that respect, then the child has that choice to not deal with the parent. I'm not of the belief of just suck it up and deal with it because that's how they are. Because these same people, when they put on, they know who to do that with. They don't go to work acting all crazy. Some of them might, but I bet you they lose their job. It's a consequence for every action. So I just feel like when it comes to setting boundaries, you have to make it known to people. You have to teach people how to treat you. Because people aren't just going to, people going to treat you any old kind of way. And if you accept it, they're going to keep doing it. So, in the future, who knows what kind of relationship Dream might have with Tokyo Toni. I mean, Tokyo, when you see her interaction with people, period, it's like day and night. Who knows if something really, I ain't even going to get into that. But at the end of the day, a child is not going to fake the funk. Children call it how they see it. And as a parent, if your child is calling it how they see it, you don't put them in a position where they feel like they have to bite their tongue and ignore the elephant in the room just because you was raised to ignore the elephant. These, like the next generation, you always going to have a challenger, a curse breaker, a generational curse breaker that's going to challenge the traditions of that family, the secrets of that family. And most times they're called the black sheep, or whether they get older choosing to accept you as that or choosing to move miles away from you, hey, that's their right, because don't nobody have to deal with that. So that was my thoughts on it. I felt like people were doing the most. She's a child, and I felt like China, checked her in the video, so she knew, like, ooh, I should have said that. But don't nobody know the conversations that she has with China about Tokyo Toni, and I don't feel like it's fair to automatically blame the Kardashians for that. It's not her fault that she's with them all the time, from what we see. That ain't Dream fault that her auntie Chloe her auntie Chloe includes her. That's not her fault. I mean, obviously they got some type of system going on, but the way Tokyo Toni carries herself is her fault. And the way people choose to perceive her and deal with her is their choice. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all later with the next video.